diving board you got there. Oops. Hey, a little easier with that. Don't get hit with the board. You don't know your own strength. Okay. So give me a minute to get rid of some of this.
Okay.
Throw it out.
Throw it here.
Why don't you come and stand in front of the fan for a
I only
second?
got 3 more rows. I'd rather just get it done.
Well, hang on. You really use over there.
I mean, this isn't a terrible design. At least there's support underneath of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. 4x4s is really taking care of the problem. I'll put it on a 4x6 lengthwise across all posts, and then just put one every 6 feet, and you're good.
Ow.
Which is probably over in the back. Be careful, don't run
Ryan, it's pinching me.
You know, these were not water rotted, and it pulled almost every single nail that was in these boards. There's a few here and there, but that's pretty nice.
Good.
So we've got, you can really see the offset nature of what we're working with here. We got our weight coming down for our stack from the roof through our 2x4s into a cross plate, floor decking underneath of it, 2x8 offset 15 inches to 2x10s, sitting on top of 4x4s onto a block on the ground. It works, but that's not how we're going to put this back. All right, we are going to finish loading all the rest of this onto the trailer. We are halfway done with this room with the floor. The ceiling is completely torn out on everything we've got on this side. We've got our rafters up above in the kitchen. I'll turn you guys around here to look at that in just a minute. To tear out, we've got, who knows how many more loads of stuff coming out, because we completely tore out that side earlier. And this over here, none of these supports underneath are appropriate. They're a span supporter. That is nice, but we can do better. We're gonna do better. The fact that I did not pull these last 2 boards before I did this, I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them and just stitch them into the video and back up.
You probably pull that grate out of there and we throw it.
No, let's hang on to that because it looks like it's the right size for this over here.
Yeah, I bet.
So I'm okay with airflow being underneath here as long as I've got an appropriately sized piece of insulation that I can put behind it to keep critters out. All right. Once we get this loaded up, then we'll load up the stuff outside, load up the insulation, strap everything down, and we'll head out.
Okay.
Okay, we have the floor torn out over half of this section here. This is about waist deep and we're going to take all this weight today. And next time we're going to pull some wires over on the other side, get them over to this side, figure out what our levels need to be in here so that we can run it from north to south as close to flat as we possibly can. We are going to take a bunch more dirt out of here. We got another plan for a whole lot of this dirt in the backyard, and see what we can do about maybe taking away this water entrance here right next to the septic tank. All the drywall is now out of the house except for that tiny piece right over the window. Once it's gone, we've got nothing left in here. All right. Oh, I know that's paneling. All right. Tomorrow we mow. Well, there's another load headed out to the dump. Before we started this load, we were right at 14,000 pounds. It is 90 something degrees out here right now, and I am sweating like crazy. So we're gonna take this to the dump tomorrow, and then we'll get back down here and get back to work. Very soon, we're gonna start putting things back in. Not quite there yet. We are back in here again today. Today we're going to be working on getting the rest of the wiring out. I just got off the phone with the utility company, and assuming we can get the engineer to agree to it, we're going to be getting the power buried coming to the house. I'm going to be meeting the engineer next week, and hopefully by the time this video is out, we'll already have a decision on that. But I'm going to talk to him about what the best options would be to bring power into the house, avoiding the trees in the back, and getting it in here so that the power line isn't, you know, almost to where I can just reach up and grab it. I'd like it to be either buried underground or much higher on a mast. Everything in here is completely destroyed wiring wise. So I'm going to be working on getting the remainder of these hanging wires that aren't really attached to anything anymore out I'll check some of the wirings. Most of this is just going to go and get recycled. There's a lot of old damaged 15 amp wire. There's actually some cloth covered wire in here. This house isn't old enough for a knob and tube. So we're going to just take it all away and get it prepped up for being a blank slate when they come in, without pre-existing things being the basis for what we do and where we put things. And I'm going to be hopefully running lights in this section up through here that are going to be just snap-in LEDs. That may not be popular in the future, but there'll be at least one ceiling fan up here is my plan. So maybe we will put an outlet next to the ceiling fan if somebody wanted to put lights or decorations up on the ceiling. It is almost as hot today as it was yesterday, but we've got a bit of a breeze. I'm a little red-faced right now from everything that I was doing outside. So we got some wheelbarrow work that we've already done. I'm inside to get this finished up because now our plans have changed for everything we're doing for today. But then we're going to go and get a whole bunch of dirt out of the crawl space down here that the groundhogs had brought in and get it back out in the yard where it belongs. And hopefully I don't find too many more dead animals in the yard today, but I'd like to get the dead ones that I did find buried so that we can cut down on the smell a little bit. And, just project, getting anything rounded up and ready to go for getting stuff back in. I've got a count now for what we're going to need for the joists in here. We've got a plan to put back almost everything that's not going to have water underneath of it or drains underneath of it. And so this is going to give me probably at least half of the house is going to have a floor back in it, hopefully fairly quickly. And then I'll have staging areas for getting stuff done. And let's get to it. Let's go over here and pull some wires. All right, so we have no meter up above, and I just confirmed with the utility company that this is not metered in a long time. However, they did not tell me whether the lines are on up above or not, so we're not going to mess with any of that. We're just going to take this out and down and let the utility company mess with everything up above. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to check our lines coming in. So we got our neutral and 2 hots coming in. So let's see what we got. We got nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. So the next thing we can do is once I disconnect these two, I'm going to go ahead and leave them in the box for what we got right here. And I'm just going to remove everything else down as we go. So I'm just going to leave all that there. So first thing we're going to do is pull this guy out. He just disconnects. This is a square D connection. And then we're going to take this one off. And I'm going to let them just do whatever they want to with this. So they want to take it to cool, whatever. And so we're going to take this guy. Now there's a physical break in between the two. So even if that upper section was live, the lower section now no longer be. This runs down and through the rest of the house. This is what we want to take completely away and get rid of. So we're going to take this guy, we're going to twist him until I can reach with a flathead underneath and disconnect these. All right, so we have our 60 amp breaker taken off, and this is a square D. Oh no, actually it's a Cutler hammer. Pretty old one. All right, well, cool. So now we have our aluminum line here. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna hit it, break this ring loose. Keep doing that until it unscrews completely off. And we're going to take this guy off here. All right, good. Now we're going to move down to this box. We're going to take this cover off right here. Oh, he's pretty stripped out. We may have to move to this much smaller bin. Now we have ground wire here that is connected up to this upper section. We're not going to mess with that. It doesn't impact what we're doing today, so we're just going to leave it alone. All right, so now we've got our elbow here, so we can pull these wires down and out. If these are a little bit straighter on this end, that will help out quite a bit with getting this pulled through. So we're going to go between one of the wires and pull them forward. there's one. And then our neutral wire. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Now we're going to take everything that we took off from up here in this particular case, and well, actually, I think we'll just go ahead and take it completely off. All right, and then once we get this disconnected inside, we will come back and remove this from this box. Okay, cool.